So you survived. I'm surprised.
You were careless, Immortal. But you were close. More than anyone else has ever been before.
It will not happen again.
I don't think we have been formally introduced. You can call me Lady. Everybody does. The truth is that I didn't expect to see you at the ritual. It was a miscalculation on our part, the worst possible. Your presence here makes this much more complicated.
I am not sure you have thought about what you are doing. Resurrecting Baal. It is the single most idiotic thing I have ever heard in my life. And I have lived a long time.
A shame. I thought you might be willing to listen to me. Anyway, I'm afraid I'm going to have to stop you. I'm not sure I can do it, but I guess it's worth trying. Goodbye, Immortal. See you soon. Someone told you that women hate men who are too persistent, Immortal. You should leave if you don't want to end up like your partner here.
This? You did not do it. That is Nazgul, the master of puppets. You are not powerful enough to take down one of us. One of those that you call the messengers of the end.
As much as it hurts to admit it, you're right. The bearer and Ergo Mundus have taken care of him. I'm just picking up the...
Well, I am afraid I am going to need the essence of Nazgul.
Why are you trying to stop us? I know we haven't always been enemies. Our organization has collaborated with you in the past. Help us again. Your power is necessary.
Help you to awaken Baal? If I had a sense of humor, I might even laugh.
The world needs something that unites it, Immortal. Baal will be that something. An absolute power. An unparalleled monster. The fear of it will stop wars, and all will be forced to stand united against the common enemy. In despair, people will see hope. We will use Ergo as a medium for Baal. With the Biblos as a container, Ergo will control the power of Baal, and we will control Ergo. With it, we will create an instrument of salvation, an unstoppable threat for mankind that we can stop when we want. It may be a lie. There may be sacrifices. But the world will be saved. Millions will be saved. This is what Lord Romeo has arranged, what the Order of Nathaniel has done. It is the
I am so tired of hearing nonsense like that. Life after life. Generation after generation. I have met many people like you in the past. Same as your Lord Romeo, I know you think you're doing the right thing. That it is the only way out, all for the greater good. A necessary sacrifice. You are wrong about everything. You are mistaken in believing that the greater good is always an absolute concept. You are mistaken in saying that it is the only thing you can do. And above all, you are wrong to think that you can control Baal. I am going to give you one more chance. One. Forget this foolishness and help me stop the Baal resurrection. You are not bad people, just stupid. Do not make me kill you.
Unfortunately, if you're not going to help us, I can't allow you to get in Ergo's way. You are too dangerous.
And how do you plan to stop me? You do not have enough power.
I have everything that is needed. The residual essence of Nazgul left in this vessel is more than enough to use against you. Face one of your own, Immortal. Measure yourself to the power of the Master of Puppets. Goodbye, immortal. See you soon.
The essence of Nazgul. Only a few fragments remain. Ergo must have claimed it when he destroyed it. It should be enough, but this is going to be more complex than I would like. The truth is that at that time, I did not know what to think about the unknown. He was an ancestral entity, some kind of spirit of unknown origin that caused chaos and conflicts. It is possible that he didn't even exist as such, and that his name was no more than a title that various creatures had adopted throughout history. Whatever it was, our roads had already crossed paths in the past. The first time was during the previous war against Baal. At that time, it took the body of a young woman who had just died. I distrusted her instantly. After all, she was a manipulative creature who loved chaos. However, she helped us stop Baal. Without the information she gave us, I don't know if we would have been able to seal it in time. I could not trust the unknown, but his knowledge could be useful again for a second time. Therefore, when he appeared inside Arcane, I considered that the most sensible thing was to tolerate him. After all, in hell, it's good to have the devil on your side. Baal, the Gate of Hell. An appropriate name for a monstrosity that should never have had one. I did not expect to meet it again. The mere thought of it horrified even. That thing was an amalgam of dead gods and darkness that was born of the collective consciousness of mankind. An idea that became incarnate and then became aware of itself. The pure concept of evil. It had always existed on the plane of ideas. But in the past, it tried to become physical and turn the world into hell. We stopped it, imprisoning it in its own dimension from which it could never return. I myself used my blood as part of the seal that kept it away from reality. When I got to that tower, I didn't know it, but everything around me was part of Baal. As an aspect of humanity, it had access to the collective memories, which allowed Baal to create the worlds that reflected the experiences of those who were linked to it. Step by step, it was waking up, and it would be able to materialize. Alone, even I could not be able to stand against Baal this time. I knew I had to stop it before it was too late if I wanted to have a chance. You know, I had never liked the Order of Nathaniel. It was an organization too closely linked to the Inquisition. They were devoting themselves to hunt and destroy supernatural creatures in secret. I can partly understand their reasons. Some of us may be dangerous to the world. I myself have destroyed many of my own, but unlike Nathaniel, I have always been exceptionally selective. And my objectives had only been those that were real threats to people. Nathaniel destroyed any supernatural thing for the mere fact of being one. For them, all were creatures that hid in the shadows. Monsters. Ironically, they were hiding from them. The Order collaborated to stop Baal, so I was even more horrified that they were involved in its resurrection. They knew what it was. If Nathaniel thought they could dominate and use it for their own purposes, they and their leader Romeo were more stupid than I thought. Ergamundus was a problem. I had heard about him. Some called him the Dark Messiah, an entity of unlimited power that in the past was about to cause a war between supernatural creatures and humanity. Our paths never crossed. But as far as I know, he ended up sealed in a book and controlled by Nathaniel's ultimate executor. a lapdog of immeasurable power. Even I wasn't sure I would be able to defeat him if he were completely unleashed. About his bearer, the truth is that I don't know too much. As a child, she had been persecuted by supernatural creatures and lost her family. Somehow, she managed to sign a pact with Ergo to control his power. It is not what I would call, I knew they were in the tower, and that we would meet sooner or later. My second encounter with they really didn't seem to know what was happening. It was as if they were oblivious to the ritual's goal, and in their own way, were also trying to stop it. Perhaps they were just pretending, but those two seemed sincere in their Of course, I couldn't take the risk, even if they didn't know anything. Both were an instrument of Nathaniel, an indispensable piece in the plans of the Order. Next time, I had to destroy them, no matter. The seal resonates with the energy of the messenger. I should activate it if I want to open the gate to Baal. The seal resonates with the energy. This place. No, it can't be. this house. I remembered that the entrance was on the path near the beach.
Don't keep going. You must not remember. There will be only pain. Must not remember. Force our hand. Remembering is suffering.